We're going straight away to another scholarship, and this is the Gates Scholarship. Without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the Gates Scholarship. In this scholarship, we're going to be considering what it covers, what we have in it is, and all of that. So here's the overview. You can read that on your own. However, there's something to take note of that there's a mark population for this scholarship. It says it offers 80 full course scholarship to outstanding applicants from countries outside of UK to pursue their postgraduate degree in any subject available at the University of Cambridge. Approximately two-thirds of these awards will be offered to PhD. Two-thirds of this award is like say you divide 80 into 3, and 2/3 is offered to the PhD, while 1/3 is offered to. So you're having about 25 for masters, while about now with approximately 25 awards available in the US round and 55 available in the international round. So that being said, now there is selection criteria which you have the following: outstanding intellectual ability, reasons for choice of course, a commitment to improving the lives of others, and leadership potential. And there are approximately 200. You can read all of the remaining on your own. Now let's look at the funding, because that's one key thing you want to know whenever you're applying for scholarship studies in the UK because of cost of living. Now we have the university composition fee at the appropriate rate. Now, first generous offer is the whooping amount that you get an allowance for a single student of this amount for 12 months, or for courses shorter than 12 months. While for PhD scholars, is this same amount still goes, but apply for about 4 months or more. Then you have an economy ticket, fund for your transportation. You have inbound visa cost and the cost of immigration health shortage. So they cater for your visa charges, and different types of scholarship application. There are also some other generous fundings based on the discretion of the school or the scholarship body. One is from this for dependent on the length of your course to attend conferences and courses, academic development funding. You have funding for children allowance up to this amount for one child and up to 16,580 for 2 or more children. No funding is provided for partner. You have field work. You can apply for normal maintenance allowance while on field work as part of your PhD. Trust does not fund other fieldwork costs, as this should be funded by the university composition fee, which has been shown above. Maternity or paternity funding should you require it, you may apply to it. Now you can see hardship funding for unforeseen circumstances facing the scholar. You can. Now I used to have a friend who had unforeseen difficulties when she had relocated to the UK to pursue her master's precisely at Portsmouth University. Because she was not aware of it, there was a unforeseen difficulty allowance that she was hardship funding she was supposed to enjoy. I think it was around £2,000, which would have helped her adjust into the feeding and all of that, but she did not know, so she struggled for the first 2 months until around the 4th month before she discovered, and that was when she was able to apply for it, and she got it generously without stress, but because she didn't know. So I want to highlight this so that you can keenly take note of it and don't miss out on this. Don't miss out on this, please. Please do not miss out on this. It's very key in case you're vying for this scholarship. Now, all of this you can read. What is not covered by the scholarship? Most costs are covered by the scholarship. What the government bench fees or the cost of scientific equipment or similar academic resources. Such core costs to be covered by the academic department at the Cambridge. So literally you are not doing anything with your money than spending your money on yourself, because even the things you use in the department will be catered for by the department. That being said, let's go to the eligibility of for the scholarship. Okay, so who is eligible for the scholarship? Those who can apply, any citizen, any a citizen of any country outside the United Kingdom, applying to pursue one of the following: either a PhD full-time or part-time, or a master's in literature full-time, or 1 year postgraduate course full-time, with some exceptions that you can see for October 2024 entry. And student, you can read all of these. Now, if you are applying for if you are currently studying master in philosophy, you can apply for the Gates Scholarship to pursue a PhD. And current Gates scholar can apply for a second scholarship if they are applying for a new degree. Now, general funding at the university, you can see more. Courses which Gates Cambridge does not consider: any undergraduate degree is not considered, or a Bachelor of Art affiliated a second is not considered. All of the business doctorates not considered. Master of Business, administration is not considered. Master of Finance. So you can see what the scholarship does not consider. So let's go to look at the timeline duration of the application process. Okay, so applications for entering this academic year 2023-2024 are now closed. However, application for entering in the academic year 2024-2025 is open already. This information has not been updated, that's why it's still using wheel. It has opened already and it's ongoing at the moment. So you could just go ahead and could start your application. Why application opens Monday 4th September, you can see it's open already, and the deadline is 11th October 2023. By departmental ranking comes up from between October to November. All applicants notified of application outcome around Monday 11 December. While review and selection by panels comes up around January and Saturday. So scholarship offered February 2nd, and scholarship is accepted 72 hours after offer. There is a deadline for you to accept your scholarship in case you're offered the scholarship. All applicants are by March 4th, 2024. This has to do with other eligible applicants, and they have the same record to their credit. And that being said, we are done with the timeline. Let's look at eligibility criteria. So let's see what are the criteria to apply. Number one is to be complete. To be competitive against, you must show evidence of academics through transcript, references, experience, and potential to succeed in choosing career course. Another one, academic departments at the university can nominate only the most academically outstanding applicants for the GATE scholarship. Now, reason of choice, you should be able to make a strong case for a particular postgraduate course, a commitment to improving human life. These people are focused on humanitarian service. What are you going to do? So while you write your statement of purpose, you should capture this. This is like giving you highlight of what your strong points and advantages will be to be shortlisted for this scholarship or nominated for this scholarship by the university. Capacity for leadership, you are able to carry others along and impact life. This should cut across both secular and every other scholar leadership you can glean. And a note on the ratio of PhD to masters awards. They're just telling you this, and they have the scholar's profile that you can read through on your own. Now let's quickly look at how to apply and see what is there. So on the how to apply page, you can watch the short video here as the instructed. Now, a combined application form. Applicants submit their application for admission into this thing. What does a combined application form mean? It means that you don't need to submit a separate application for your funding request or application for scholarship. Once you right inside your studies application is a column or information that contain and qualifies you for scholarship consideration. So you complete the section to apply for admission to a course and a college place, and the gates Cambridge part of the funding. You get have access to the full application for admission and funding when reviewing applications. That's just it. And so the admission selection process is there, the funding section, and then the gate statement. Now look at it. You have to carefully pay attention to this. In the application form, we ask in no more than 3,000 characters, approximately 500. Please, you explain why you are applying for Gates Cambridge scholarship and how you meet the four main criteria. What are the four main criteria again? Don't forget, leadership is there. You have leadership, you have course of study, you have humanitarians, you have motivation. Don't forget. So why you the four main criteria, full detail about how to apply, including selection for and guidance on completing this statement can be found here. You can look it up. The statement is used by Gate to distinguish between those candidates who have nominated by the academy. Now, research proposal, this apply to only PhD students, and they have, of course, if you are applying for a degree other than PhD, you do not need to submit a research proposal as part of it. So master students are exempted for this. In addition to two academic references for admission, Gates Cambridge must arrange for someone to submit a reference setting out how they meet the scholarship criteria. So you begin to two academics referees is needed here, give an assessment of their. Now in the letter of reference by your applicant, at least one of them out of the three, one, because there's two, then there's one, they should be able to tell about your suitability for Gates Cambridge scholarship and following criteria that he or she must capture is intellectual ability, justification for choice of course, commitment to improving the lives of others, and leadership capacity, which are the four main. They also look out for how highly would the recommender rank you for this, on what overall group is he basing his ranking, what is the size of this group. And referees are also asked how they rate the applicant for the scholarship: exceptional, strong, not strong, weak. They may paste or type up to 4,000 characters into the online reference or upload a separate letter. Now, who should write the Gates Cambridge references? It should be former academic advisors. It should be people who have known you before. Who is aware of your personal attributes, a current or former employer, a senior member of an organization with whom you have volunteered. Although this is by no means an exhaustive list, some applicants ask one of their two academic references to write the Gates Cambridge. This is fine as long as that person has a good understanding. You can say. So some points to consider are the following: is fully briefed about the person. It is useful when referees use specific example of how you meet the scholarships criteria. So once you satisfy all of this, the next thing to do is to click the button. You click the apply button, it takes you to the interface where you start your application and you're good to go. I do hope that guide you are happy to come up with a strong application. Put in for the application. You have a deadline. You still have almost a month, 2 weeks plus to meet up, and you wouldn't know which one will come through for you. Don't get tired, don't be weary, just put it in and submit your application. Remember to comment, like, share the videos so that you can help others to navigate through the scholarship processes. And don't forget, if there are any videos you specifically want me to do to work on, please leave a comment on it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you next.